Blackford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is well known that the SNP supports a people's vote and have supported revocation. But all the way through this process, right back to 2016, the SNP and the Scottish Government have sought compromise. We have published document after document Scotland's place in Europe. We know that Michel Barnier has read it. He said it's an interesting document. Why does the Prime Minister continue to ignore Scotland's voices? Why she has restricted herself to inviting the Leader of the Opposition? Why has she not invited the Scottish Government and the Welsh Government into formal talks? Why is it that Scotland's voices are being ignored by this Prime Minister and this Government?
Prime Minister!
Honourable gentleman, I'm actually meeting the First Minister of Scotland later today, and we'll be talking with her about the event of Scotland. I'm always happy to...
Right, Honourable Gentleman asked the question. The Prime Minister is answering it. Let us hear fully and courteously the answer. The Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I say, I'm meeting the First Minister of Scotland today. I'm meeting the First Minister of Wales later today. But the Right Honourable Gentleman says, why had I offered to meet with the Leader of the Opposition? I'm happy to meet with members across this House to discuss the Brexit issue. But I think I'm right in saying that the Leader of the Opposition and I both want to ensure that we leave the European Union with a deal, whereas, of course, the Right Honourable Gentleman, as he's just said, has a policy of revoking Article 50. That means not leaving the European Union at all.
Mr. Blackford.
Mr. Speaker, what I did ask about was formal talks. I'm well aware that my friend and colleague is meeting with the Prime Minister this afternoon. But I will say this to the Prime Minister.
Order. Now, members are becoming very overexcited. Very overexcited. The Right Honourable Gentleman has a right to be heard, and he will be heard. Mr. Ian Blackford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and let me make it clear that the voices of Scotland will not be shouted down by Conservatives in this House. The important factor here, Prime Minister, is you're having formal talks with the Leader of the Opposition. Scotland will not accept a Tory or a Labour Brexit. Scotland voted to remain in the European Union, and we simply will not be dragged out against our will. Will the Prime Minister now engage in formal talks with the Scottish Government, with the Scottish National Party and other opposition parties to make sure our voices are heard, and that desire to stay in the European Union, the best deal for all of us, is listened to and is respected?
I've just said to the gentleman, as he knows, because he and I have met before and talked about these issues, as I have done with other party leaders across this House. I'm always happy to meet party leaders across this House, but I want to find a way forward. I want to find a way forward that delivers on the referendum, that delivers Brexit, and does it as soon as possible, that does it in a way which means we don't have to fight the European parliamentary elections, and does it in an orderly way for this country. And he talks about voices from Scotland. I can assure him there are indeed strong voices for Scotland in this House. They sit on the Conservative benches.
Nigel